Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another episode in the new player guide for 2024 in War of the Visions. In the last video, I talked about what you should focus on your first 7 days, and it was all about leveling up your units, level their job, collect all those materials. And now let's assume you've gotten to the point where you've leveled all of the units as much as you can, right? Like your 5-man squad that you're running in missions is max level, like 140s, 120s. Maybe you're waiting on some shards and you're like, all right, look, I'm bored of pushing story. I know I can. I want to start fighting some more power, so maybe I can be slightly competitive in PvP, or I can help my guild and guild wars a little bit more. There are places you can find power. Like I said in the last video, don't start leveling espers yet. Espers you're supposed to level after your first month of the game, when you've been able to spend your monthly tokens to double your esper EXP. If you blow those magicite on 1 times EXP, you're going to run out and you're going to put your account behind. Don't do that. Instead, let's level some other things. And I'm going to start with vision cards. Now, I have some tips for vision cards. First of all, the game throws you these 3 vision cards, which are URVCs, and they give you all the materials you need to level them. So go ahead and do it. Even if you don't necessarily think max HP 25% is a broken party ability, it's not. It's actually not that great at the end game. It's very good in the early game. And since this is a UR card, you get a decent amount of stats. It's an attack or magic card. Any unit you throw this on is going to like you having the HP and the attack or magic. Machine killer for light is who cares. JP up is kind of irrelevant in the game right now, but 25% HP across your party, hey, that's a winner. You're gonna die a lot on harder missions as a brand new player. 25% extra HP gonna help you. Even if later you've leveled up some better cards, this is a great sub slot option at that point. Okay, so there's that one. You also get this one, which is acquired AP up 50%. Again, not OP for the late game, but Esper Killer is going to help you when you're doing those Esper quests next month to level up your Espers. You're going to want Esper Killer 25, and then the rest of it is kind of whatever. It's a holo card. You get acquired JP up and attack up on quest. That's fine. Either way, just put it on there for the stats. And then you also have this one, which is critical hit rate up, which is actually pretty solid as a brand new player. And once again, you get stats. Just make sure for this one you're putting it on an attack scaling unit, nothing else. You also get these 2 cards, MR cards, maxed out. Both of these are good. Both of them are worth equipping. Vow of Love, make sure you're putting this on your tank because it gives them aggro. Just keep that in mind. Vow of Love gives your tank aggro, and it gives your whole group attack 30%, which is solid. Then you're going to want to start leveling these as you can. And I say as you can because leveling vision cards, this is going to be the thing in the game that is the forever grind. It really is the forever grind. Now, you do get some resources as a brand new player that you're going to want to really laser focus on. If you're thinking about, let me just go to my summon screen, and I have a select ticket for vision cards, and I have some select tickets for vision card shards. When you are getting your vision cards lined out, there is one stat that I think is very important to have. And let me see here. That's a unit. Let me find my vision card shards. Vision card chart. I'll go to the select tickets. These select tickets look like this. You're going to have access to these top ones, which come with an Esper, and these are always nice. Having more Espers is nice, and if there's an Esper you really want that's on this list, that's not a wasted select vision card summon. Now, this is a shard ticket, and I know it's a shard ticket before somebody gets in the comments, but I'm just showing you what you have to pick from. If you go down a little bit further, a big stat to care about. Let me just go to a select ticket, because you can actually buy a select ticket for like 20 bucks. I don't think that's wasted money, by the way. If you're somebody who spends, if you're somebody who doesn't spend, well, forget about this thing, pretend like it doesn't exist. But here's your select options when you're selecting a starter vision card. Down here, agility is a stat that you're just going to want on every single team. If you are playing an elemental team, there's cards like a Vow to Meet Again, which will give my water team agility 15%, and it'll also give them some other nice things. Lightning resist, missile attack resist up. Like, that's a really great vision card, and it's a card I'm definitely going to be leveling for my water team. I could select it if I didn't already have it. Turns out I got lucky and pulled this by accident. But if you go down far enough here, there is Black Rose of the Battlefield. If you have one of these select cards and you're just lost, this is a very solid option. It's agility 15%. It's rainbow agility 15%, which means you can use it on any team you want. And if you are trying to get into PvP and you are significantly slower than your opponents, they're going to smoke you. Like, you're going to get crushed because they're going to get a turn, they're going to hit you, then they're going to get another turn and hit you again, and you're dead. So you do need agility at some point in the game. This is not a bad investment if you have a select card, or you pull this and have some select shard tickets and want to finish that off. It's a good investment for the future. Or if you're looking through here and you find an elemental based agility card, I think that's great. That's kind of my like generic tip. Otherwise, get onto wotivcalc.com, do some research for what you want for your account, pick one of these, and then just be strategic with how you spend your select shards, with how you use your select ticket. Another great option, I'm sorry I should have mentioned this before, is Odin. If you buy this or have a select ticket as a new player, Odin is great, man. I pulled this guy just on one of my newbie pulls, and I was freaking out. I was so happy. But this gives your whole group unit attack resist. The Trinity, like the Holy Trinity in 2024 of group buffs that you want for PvP, is agility, unit attack resist, and AoE resist. This guy is a rainbow unit attack resist card. Would it be better to have a specific elemental resist card for a specific element I'm playing? Yes, most of the time it would. But this one will work for any of my teams, and you get the Esper Odin with this, which is a top tier Esper in the game. So that's also not a wasted pick. And in that case, you could pick this just for the Esper. Maybe you already had a unit attack resist card for your element, get the Esper, level him, and just leave the card. Slow build it. Do the daily hard quest or something like that. Another tip I want to give you when it comes to building your vision cards is make sure you are doing your hard quests every day. This applies to units as well, and I think a lot of people forget that you have this vision card tab right here where you can see I'm farming shards for these 6 vision cards every single day. You get a bonus to this, like you get 10 of these a day as a new player. You'll get one later, like they don't drop that much every day, but as a new player, make sure you're also doing these every day. Building vision cards is just slow. Another way you can speed it up, and this is one I don't see mentioned like ever, every month you get these login medals, right? Like all of February you get login medals, and right at the top is some shiny units, and people are like, dang dude, I want to get my Amnilus built, I want to get my Dark Fina built up, and that's fine, but there are tons of ways to get unit shards in this game. There are not tons of ways to get vision card shards. So scroll on down here and use these dang things for the vision cards you're having trouble building. Especially if, like me, you got lucky and pulled something like a Dark Siren. I would spend a large amount of Visior to max this vision card right now. There's nothing I can do. There's no way to get shards for this. But here, at least once a day, I can cash in my monthly shards for Dark Siren shards, and that will help me build it, right? I'll get like 30 extra shards a month, which will speed up the process. It takes 275 shards to max out a vision card, so you want to take advantage of every place you can get them. If you're spending, my son's like crying in the room next door. I hope you guys can't hear that. If you're a spender, there are sometimes select tickets you can buy or banners that give you shards, things like that. Okay, so vision cards, focus on the ones that are good for your account. That'll be account to account. I gave you some good generic tips. That's a great place to go. Then another big tip I want to give is if you go into the far plane right here, every day you can farm trust stones. Trust stones used to be a very dirty word in War of the Visions because this system used to suck, but the system no longer sucks. And every day you will get a double drop room. So today the double drop room is Glory. Not only does this drop trust stone shards, it also drops stuff you need to level everything else that's important in this game. These adamantite, that's what you level up weapons with. These seals are what you use when you're leveling weapons to make sure you get your stats maxed. These eggs are what you use to level vision cards. So everything you want, you need all this stuff. You need all this stuff. If you ever just need to background farm and you don't know what to background farm, go to the daily drop room for the trust stones and just do that. What you do after you farm this is you go to the exchange shop and you trade your purple shards. You scroll all the way down here. You trade your purple shards for pink shards. It's a 10-to-1, or is it more than that? It might even be more than that. Hold on. Upward exchange is 25-to-1. It takes a lot. You need 20 of them to craft one pink trust stone, but you easily get that in a day. You get that in a day. It'll take most of your energy for the day, but early on you have half energy cost, so it's really pretty simple. And you will get this. Let me just show you what you're getting right here. You go right here to Amnilus. You can see I'm 7 days into the account at this point, and I have farmed every one of them. Now, I'm not done, not even close to done, but I have an HP set and an agility set. These are the two sets I recommend for new players. The HP set gives a unit max HP up 5% and all elemental attack resist up 5. Solid. Every unit in the game wants that. The agility set gives you agility up 3. Again, every unit in the game wants that. And evasion up 5, which give or take, that one kind of sucks. But every one of these stones also has a point of agility on it. So just having these stones on this unit gives me 6 agility. Also, look at the amount of stats I'm catching from having these equipped. These are pink stones. They each right now only have 1 additional ability on it. I'll do another video in the future, and I've done a lot of trust stone videos. You can like shift these additional abilities around and you can have 2 of them on each stone. But for when you're beginning, you're not going to be able to do that yet. It's just too much farming ahead of you. But each stone will have 1 additional ability and stats on it. This has 100 HP and 114 HP, and then crit evade, TP. Those stats go straight to your unit stat pool. Essentially, what you're getting here is like half of a fully upgraded Esper in stats from these trust stones. So every unit that you run can share these. You used to have to, like, if I had Amnilus with these 6 stones, I could not also put them on my young King Elda, but nowadays they can share it. So focus on getting a pink trust stone with a decent substat on it for every one of your units. For like, just as an idea of what's decent: attack up, magic up, defense pin, spirit pin, critical hit, critical damage. Those are ones I look for. On the offense side, these red stones. On the defense side, HP up, luck up, certain elemental resist up, certain status effect resist. That's a more advanced video. But what I'm saying is, get yourself some fully leveled up pink trust stones. You can worry about min-maxing the additional abilities on them later, but get these set bonuses, get those stats rolling, and this is a massive upgrade in power to your units. And you can see I got those done in 1 week, 7 days. This is day 7 of the account. So there's that. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is gear. I have farmed on day 7 exactly 1 piece of gear. And by farmed gear, I mean I went to a room where you can farm it, farmed enough recipes and materials to make a +5. It's a slog. Farming gear is a slog. I was more concerned about farming trust stones than gear for that first few days of playing the game, because trust stones I can put on all of my units. They're not optimized yet, but I have essentially powered up every single unit I have. Now, since I'm not focusing on Espers, I will shift my focus to farming gear for all of my people. If it is a current banner unit like Shadow Links right here, they will have quests that you can go farm their gear. So Shadow Links being in that Warrior of the Crystal Ashes of the Apocalypse story, her quest was right here. Right there's her bow. New Lucio, there's his sword. There's a accessory I can farm right here that I probably need to do on this account. So that gear is there. Oftentimes it'll just be an event, right? Here's the near event, so you could farm their weapons there. If you want a weapon that for a unit that's not currently on, you can go to the Farplane archive and click equipment, and here's all of this gear you can farm. Now, I'm not going to go piece by piece through every single one of these pieces of gear, but a lot of really good gear hangs out over here. A lot of some of the best gear in the game, especially if it's +6able, hangs out over here. So you can come in here and look for this. Also, the units where you can go to farm new units, all of these people have EX quests that also drop gear. You can click this little guy right here, that little microphone, magnifying glass. Why didn't I want to say microphone? Magnifying glass looking thing. And you can come in here and see you can farm the Flowering Sword and the Saitan Katana in here in Dia's acquisition quest. You get the side benefit of also farming the materials to build that MR unit, which is nice. So gear is a nice other thing you can focus on if you're bored of farming story and want to do something to give your account a little bit more power instead of just stacking that Visior and pushing story, because pushing story gets boring. Another thing, a good checkpoint for your account, something I was able to do is, whoop, that's the wrong button. Don't go there yet. You ain't ready for legendary reliquaries. Another thing I was able to do is go into here and go to another story. I want to mention this in this video. I went to another story, which is in events down here towards the bottom. Boom, right there. If you can clear all of the missions on the weak point, which is another story, chapter 1, scene 1, mission 10. If you clear all of these, you get a massive prize. The trick is you can only use Lucio, and he's only level 89 when you can use him. Now, this is why I leveled up only one Esper, and I only leveled him to 2-star Awakenings level 1. With him leveled to that, and then this gear, which is literally like you get this TMR from getting the free level 99 Giza. This is not for him. It just auto-equipped this because it's a random accessory that I farmed because it was on event from the raid. Oh yeah, I got that dropped from the raid. And then this sword he's using is a level 10 longsword that the game gave me for free. With this, I was able to clear this mission. The trick is you equip all of this like I have shown right here. You set your sub job to monk. Your first turn you store, which is a monk job, and your second turn you don't use your chaining ability yet. You use, I think it was his highest hitting damage move in here. It might have been scintillating eclipse. Critical damage large, yeah, because you crit when you hit him with that, and it does over 3,000 damage. That will clear that mission for you. Then you follow it up by using his tri-slasher move to get the chain mission done. That'll help you clear all of these missions. When you do that, you get sweet rewards. I should have probably done a whole video over this, but anyway, I'm putting it in this video. You get on Lucio's training mission, you get these missions complete at the bottom. You get a select UR unit ticket, a select 400 Mind Sphere ticket, and a select 100 Shards ticket. Essentially, you get to pick a unit and take them all the way to level 120 just by completing this quest. You also get shards to take the Ifrit vision card to level 70, which is a nice boost on getting that attack up vision card worked on. So I highly recommend, if you want to break from working on whatever team you're currently working on, or if you're playing light, go do Lucio's missions. That's great. Now I'm taking a break from Lucio after that because I don't want to push that right now. I got other things to focus on. But yeah, there you go. That's some things you can do. Another tip I wrote down that I wanted to give you: in the Mog shop, there will always be events running in the game, right? Like right now we have the what event is running? That's the Nier event. So here's the Nier Automata reissue event medal shop. Anything I do in the game, I'm getting these medals. In here, if you want to work on Trust Stones, there are UR Trust Stone Shard tickets. There's enough tickets between these two to get yourself 2 more pink Trust Stones. You get all 8 of these and then trade them up to purple and trade those purples up to pink. You get all you get 4 of these, which is just enough to make a UR Trust Stone, and there you go. There's 2 pink Trust Stones sitting in all these event shops. It's not the first thing I would focus on getting out of here, but it's definitely something I got, and I like to come in here, especially as a new player who's just hurting for different things. I clean this out. You're going to get these medals dropping from everything you do in the game, so I will really work in the next 25 days of just emptying this shop of everything in there, and that will really push me along a lot. Okay. Should 99 my unit for the sub VC slot. So somebody in chat, because I'm live right now, said I should 99 Lucio for the sub VC slot. That won't actually matter for that quest because you cannot level 99 him until you complete all the missions in that quest. He's level 89 when you walk in there. So no matter what, you will only have the 1 vision card. Okay, there we go. That's what I would work on until you can roll into Espers. And then once you can roll into Espers, well, I'll cover that when I get there in about 7 days, I believe is when these 11 days. I could have just looked. In 11 days, I will check out Espers again, and I'll make some more new player videos between then and now. I might cover that Lucio thing specifically in a video in case somebody missed it. And this, what turned out to be a log video. All right, thank you guys for watching. I want to give one special shout out at the end of this to my real life friend, Scott, who passed away from cancer yesterday. Scott, man, you're the man. And, you know, this stream today is for you. You were awesome, dude. You went out like a beast in real life. He knew he was on his last day. The dude braided his beard like a Viking, put Viking braids in his hair, faced the sun, and like that's how he went out. Legendary. He was a legendary player in the like multi-year D&D campaign we had. Played World of Warcraft with us. And so Scott, you the man. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.